because I can open up this door all the way and it's not up against a wall, I can leave the door up. If this door was up against a 90-degree angle wall straight here, I'd probably have to take the door down again in order to drill those screw holes. Because if you can imagine the door going up against most bedroom walls or whatever, I can't get the drill in there. See? So then I would have to take this door off so I could put my drill in there. Okay, so for right now, what do I do next? I'm gonna take a small drill bit the same size as the little hinge screws, and I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna drill this, and I've got to get it into the stud, not into the sheetrock edge. Okay, that's why I have to put this in at an angle. Get it started now about that angle. And because I've already set that up tight, I know that it's not very far in there to the back stud. There's not much of a gap there behind there, so I'm going to use a 2-inch screw. And I had to go to the hardware store, and here was the little screw that was in there. See, it's only 3/4 of an inch long. Here's the same screw with the same head. You want the same head size. See? I mean, it's pretty close. Wood threads here. This one's 2 inches long. I'm going to drive that in there at the angle of the dangle. Angler of the dangler. Get that in there. Okay, and the head's going to stick out just a little bit. That's why I got a flat putty knife, not the one that's real flexible. This one's not as flexible. This one's stiffer, and I've used that as a scraper, and it's all rounded edges. I don't want to use this one because I'll damage it, but I carry, look at this, I got 3 putty knives. This one here to beat on, or to beat on that, or to pry, whatever. And this is a little bit thinner one, and this is a nicer one, like if I caulk on the wall and I want to do it flat. I can't do that on this one as much because this is bent a little bit, it's all rusty, you know. I just put that on top of that because that edge of the screw is hanging over just a little bit because I got that screw in at an angle. All I'm going to do is tap down the edge of that with my knife. Just that, like that, that's it. That's a lot better. And see, you got to do that after the screw is tight, because now if I try to twist that, which I can't, but if you could, I could twist that and then now it might be sticking out again. Okay? So, do I have to do any more on here? Since I'm up here, I might as well do another one. But see, these other ones are tight. Actually, they're pretty tight. That one's pretty snug. Now I think I'm going to leave it. I was planning on putting more screws in there, but I don't need to. Okay, that's how you fix that. Okay, because that screw was just twist, 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 and now it's tight. Especially that's up at the top of the door, and that could possibly make the door sag right there. Not the door jamb, but as much as the hinge. If these screws start stripping out, that could raise out from the door as you're closing it or whatever. I've seen some. In fact, I fixed one door. This screw in the middle was sticking out half the way, and there was 2 missing screws. If you watch that video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay? That's not going to happen on that one anymore. And the other thing I didn't do on this door, if you said, hey Joe, you're working on this door, and you're telling us all this kind of stuff, but you didn't check all the rest of the hinge screws. You're right, I didn't. You're right. I'm going to make sure, since I did that one, that I don't have any other screws that are stripped or spinning in the wood. Okay? You're gonna see what I see. Now look at that, see? That one's just spinning. That one's just spinning, so I'm gonna end up having to take that one out. Because I'm in the process, mind you. I could have left that one. It's in the middle. It's four hinges of the door. Chances are nothing's going to happen to that. But if one of the other ones were to get loose, and I've got two screws loose on that one. Now see that? That one's spinning. Let me take that out. And this one right there, that's spinning. See there? And usually I just take one out and work on it. But this one's tight, and it should keep this hinge from moving. Okay. I know I have to do those, and you're like, okay, might as well check the other door. Yeah, got a double door here. I've checked all this on the other doors that I did. Look at that. It's spinning. This one is bad. These doors are 17 years old. This one's bad. And I don't want to mess with this door again. Look at that. Look. That one's bad. I don't ever want to mess with this door again if I don't have to. Ah, geez, that one's bad. Chances are nothing would happen to those because you got all the weight of the door coming down on there. But because I'm doing these other hinges and stuff, I might as well fix it, right? Jeez, can't believe this. This one was loose too. Look, it just spins. It's not holding your door. You see, if you got a door, you see how that could cause, especially the top hinges, that could cause your door over time to sag and do damage. Okay, so get up here. That one looks pretty good. Let's see. Now, look at that. And I'm definitely going to do this top one. Just don't. I'm right in the middle. If I was doing all this, if I didn't have the drill out and the screws and all this other kind of stuff, could I have left those things? Yeah, I probably could have. But eventually they're going to get worse. Okay? And I don't want them to get worse. I just want to be done with these doors and say that I'm done once and for all. I've gone through all the effort. Why not go the extra mile? Or just go the extra. Where's my drill bit? Oh, so I got to make sure I had two drill bits. I want to make sure that I use the small one because I used that other one for the big sheetrock screw that I put into the jamb, not the hinge. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay. I've got it on forward. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to turn it on forward. Yeah, you know, if you start drilling sometimes, and you know what? That might have been why that other bit seemed to be burning up when I drilled it in there. I might have had it in reverse by mistake. And I want it on high. Might have had it in reverse. And I still got it through, but it started burning up. I'll put it in at an angle so then I can move it off. Let's, since I'm right here, remember I did that one there. 3 for the price of 1. So I put the drill in there about halfway, and once I get about half, I pull it out to clean it off the bit. Then I drive it in some more. felt like I needed to do it even further, to drill it even further than that, what I could do is take the hinge off, flop it out, get it out of the way, and then I could actually push this small little tiny bit in there just a hair further. Okay, so I could have done that. Now I'm gonna, let's see how I gotta do this here for you. So I have to drill on here. I might as well do these, right? Get it in forward. What else do I have? Okay, I got this one. Mercy me. That top one there. Okay. Lots of stuff I'm doing on this door, on these double doors, but you know what? When I get done with it, I know I'm going to be done. See the light at the end of the tunnel by Joe. That's right, mateys. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm glad I got. See, when I first started, I thought, oh, maybe I'll need, you know, 4 or 5 little plastic packs of those 5 in a bag. Well, I ended up had Mommy go to the store and she got a whole little container of them, 50 of these. You can buy 50. Lots of times you buy 50 screws for the price of 20 screws or 25 screws. And that goes for just about anything at the store. It never fails that you always can buy more for less, you know? So when you look at certain things, ask them if they have a bulk price, even for like toilet valves, let's say. I used to replace those, certain ones, and they had a 3-pack for almost as cheap as buying 2. All because I looked for that. And that usually goes for just about anything. Well, not anything, lots of things. You can buy more for less. Okay. I could take my, whoops, sorry about that. I could take my putty knife, feel on the edge. In fact, that one there feels good. This one it's sticking out just a hair because I had to put that one in at more of an angle so I didn't hit the edge of the sheetrock. I got just a hair edge on there. Could I leave it? Yeah, I could leave it. And once I close the door, there's enough gap on the back side of this. When you close it, it's probably not going to hit that. But if you open the door and if you happen to catch that out of the side of your eye, you're going to be like, yeah, I should have just went the extra like Joe does to flatten those out. It's funny, you do something and you don't do it right all the way. Somebody says, oh yeah, Joe did that. And somebody will say, oh yeah, it looks like he did. Look at that over there. Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Ooh, Joe did that? I don't want him doing anything for me if he's not going to do the job all the way right. Or what have you. Know what I'm saying? Saying. Okay. Almost done. I got those two getting old. I'm getting old for this. Oh. All this just to make a video for you to save money? Want to get it in the pre-drilled hole that way. Had I gone straight, I could have missed the stud. Because I was following right in where the initial screw was. Okay. I'm in the stud. Can you hear it? 2-inch screws seem to be the ticket. There's been a few times where I put a screw in at the top of 2-inch and I barely hit anything because maybe the gap behind the door jamb was bigger, where a shim was wider there before hitting the stud, and this screw may have just barely hit the stud behind there, drilled a hole into it, and it was maybe just sticking in 1/8 to 3/16, and it wasn't holding all the way to where I needed a longer screw to put it in there. Sometimes you do that, so that's why I've got 2.5-inch screws just to show you. Here's my 2.5s. I just had Mommy go to the store and get a couple. See, there's 5 pieces in here. These are 2.5 inches long. I don't need as many of these. I kind of wanted more. These are my last 5, and I got more doors to do upstairs or on the main floor. So I'm kind of saving these. If I don't have to use them for the outside, I won't. That way I have them. Maybe I won't have to go back to the hardware store. And if I don't use these at all, could I take those back to the hardware store and get my 79 cents back? Yeah, you probably could. But why do it? Just throw those in your toolbox for next time. You might need it for something else. Okay. Just be careful up against the edge so you don't hit it. Lots of times I say, oh yeah, I'll be careful. And all of a sudden, son of a gun, I hit it. Done that before. Dabbity nabbit. Okay. I'm really getting close. Except, if you remember, where was it? I think there was one jam where all 3 of them were spinning. Was it that one? Yep, it was. See, remember I did the top screw, the bottom screw. Would that hold that hinge all the way? Yeah, it would. Can I put that back in and let it spin for Kingdom Come? Yeah, I could. If I wanted. This hinge will hold on that. This is the bottom of the door. Chances are nothing is going to be pulling away. In fact, all the weight of the door has a tendency to want to put pressure on these bottom hinges. I could leave it, right? Well, I'm not. I'm choosing not to leave it. I'm choosing to fix it only because I'm right in the middle of things, and because I got my drill out. Oh, where's my drill bit? Let's see where it went. Okay. Oh, there it is. Make sure you use the right drill bit. And pay attention, because remember I had that other drill bit out too. Because if you use the wrong drill bit, if I drill that with the wrong one, obviously these threads are going to zip right through it, huh? And this drill bit is about the same length as the screw. So if this threads the drill bit, if that whole drill bit is too big or the same size as the outside of these threads, I could push that right in with my thumb. And of course I get no holding power. I don't even want just barely. I want it a little, a little bit extra. I don't want it too small, but I want it just right. You know what I mean? Okay, I got it on forward, got it on low, check it, make sure I'm going right. never have to worry about doing anything to this door again. See all the different things I've done to this door? And when I get all done, it's gonna look like I wasn't even here. That's what you want. Okay. Now, am I done with this thing yet? Not yet. Got to put the pins down. Tap, tap, tap. Tappity tap, tap. Tap, tap. Now am I done? Yes, I'm done now. Well, I did a lot of stuff to this set of double doors. I got it looking primo. The painter's going to be here in a few days. I don't have to mess with this door anymore. I've got it where I want it. And I hope you learned something on this video. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. And incidentally, what are we going to be talking about next time? Well, glad you asked. We're gonna work on this door over here. This is my next door on the menu. This door right here, it's rubbing up at the top. And everything's pretty much closing on it. But there's a few things I'm gonna look at on this door. In fact, I may have to adjust, believe it or not. Usually I have to adjust the top two hinges of the top hinge on a 6'8" tall door or something, or maybe the top two hinges of any type of door. Generally, I don't have to mess with the bottom hinges, but you know what? On this particular door, I may end up working on the top or the bottom two hinges instead of the top two hinges. You want to know why about that? Well, just stick around and keep watching my videos. Look for it. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.